Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Lawrence will throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's got Mason complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Allen, the man in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
In motion left goes Allen.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Ready.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Dribble it. 15. Hey, 43, 15. 15.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Etienne once more. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yellow. 15. Yellow. Hey, 57, color. Hey, 15. Yellow.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And this complete to Mitchell.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here's Lawrence.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, 49ers nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run
only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for Etienne. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mahomes. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's focus. Maybe is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Allen, the man in motion left. 1st down, here's Mitchell. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run over center with Mitchell.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
49ers nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Yellow.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. Touchdown 49ers. Hayden Hurst. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mahomes going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
taken at about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9.
Lawrence, and that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Lawrence will throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Pulled in at the 24. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Myers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now ETN to start the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A give to ETN running right.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's brought down. 18 yards there. It'll be 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
ETN will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference.
He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas. 73 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
43.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
To the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
They'll run with ETN.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Going for it. Here's ETN.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Mahomes will throw. Dobbins with it.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mahomes. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To give to the fullback on the dive.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is gone. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he's...
GG, my nigga, GG.
Moving on to the conference championship. How about this? What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately for the other team, a tough way for it to end.